Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out, deeply sourced from Democratic sources, that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that, number one. Number two, you know, think of what we're left with. We're left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started, not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, end up over 1 million people dying, And we're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues, and which I won't go into in the interest of time. And so we went to work, and we got it done. And you know, one of the things and
Alyssa, you know, one of the things I think is that
before we hear Joe's handler answer the question, how ironic is it that when asked about his mental competence, Joe displays complete and total mental incompetence? Anybody with eyes and ears could see this dude had mentally checked out about a year or two into his presidency, but these people in pretty much all the mainstream media refuse to acknowledge it. And not only do they not acknowledge it, they said we were the crazy ones.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
the people who wrote those books were not in the White House with us. And they didn't see how hard Joe worked every single day. I mean, he'd get up, he'd put in a full day, and then at night I'd be in bed, you know, reading my book, and he was still on the phone, reading his briefings, working with staff. I mean, it was nonstop. It's the White House, being president is not like a job. It's a lifestyle. It's a life that you live. You live it 24 hours a day. That phone can ring at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning. It's constant. You never leave it. And Joe worked really hard. I think he was a great president. And if you look at things today, give me Joe Biden anytime.
That's worth the invitation to come to the show.
You can tell Joe's wife and the people around him just don't say many nice things to him, because I think he was genuinely surprised to hear her praise him like that. And it's just kind of sad. It's pretty clear that Jill is the mastermind in Joe being here, and probably Joe being the president. If it was up to him, I don't think he would have been president. And it's clear that he doesn't want to be here. He just wants some chocolate chip ice cream and to relax on the beach somewhere.
Mr. President, just to follow up on this, some of the reporting is that people like the former president you served under, Barack Obama, George Clooney, a longtime supporter of yours, major Democratic donor, Chuck Schumer, your dear friend Nancy Pelosi, also had expressed concerns about your ability to do the job for 4 more years. Can I ask what your relationship is with President Obama and how you address those concerns that they raised?
Well, look, I think that the only reason I got out of the race was because I didn't want to have a divided Democratic Party. It was a simple proposition. And so that's why I got out of the race. I thought it was better to put the country ahead of my interest, my personal interest. I'm not being facetious. I'm being deadly earnest about that.
Yeah, we know.
And I think that, you know, we still, let's put it this way. I had 6 more months. I did a pretty good job in 6 months.
Yeah, that's right.
As a president. I was doing the G20 in Brazil in November. And finally, we all have to work to end the conflicts and crises that are eroding progress in food security around the world. Ukraine. The United States strongly supports Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. everyone around this table, in my view, should as well. And by the way, Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine led to the highest record food prices in all of history. I was doing the G20 in Brazil in November. I was meeting with Xi. There's nothing that changed in terms of my work ethic or the success we had with foreign policy or domestic policy.
I do agree nothing changed. It was all pretty bad. You can tell in those meetings with foreign leaders, Joe was just like, I got the money for you. Do you got the new ice cream flavors for me, bro? Joe says he chose Kamala Harris because she was the best option, which we just know is not true. And Joe posted on Twitter that he was dropping out of the race on July 22nd. On July 21st, just a day before, he posted on Twitter that he was going to win the election, not the Democrat Party. He was going to win it. So yeah, just more confirmation of what we already knew. It wasn't Joe calling the shots. He was having shots of ice cream, maybe.